Well, Kota bus passengers will notice a few changes to their routes starting today. This includes increased service on weekends and also midday trips to the zoo. Kota says the changes are all part of route reviews 3 times a year. The latest change includes new destinations, increased frequency of buses, and also increased spans of service.
Well, the fuel you use to heat your home. Now natural gas may fuel your bus, and it could mean big savings for Kota. ABC 6 reporter Andrew Michael explains how much money will be saved.
From the curb, it looks pretty close to a normal bus, just with an extra bubble on the roof. And when it rolls up, you may not hear it. No roar from the diesel motor.
Today we started using 30 of our new compressed natural gas powered buses.
You hear the sound of the diesel buses much louder, but when it comes to the new CNG buses,
a lot quieter. They're quieter as they go by, and they're cleaner.
Buses running on diesel leave a black cloud of smoke, but not the case with CNG motors due to the low emissions. Kota rolled out 30 of the buses today and plan on slowly replacing the entire fleet of diesel buses over the next 12 years as the older buses are retired. The most shocking advantage is the fuel savings.
Compressed natural gas costs about 1/4 of what diesel fuel would cost.
The CNG buses do cost about $30,000 more, but Kota used a federal Clean Fuels grant to offset the added cost, and they will still be able to save the money with the cheaper fuel.
If you have a diesel bus that spends about $31,000 a year, we're looking at being able to save $21,000 per bus by using natural gas.
As for the drivers behind the wheel for the first time,
are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited, very excited.
Andrew Michael, ABC 6 News.
The Ohio Transit Authority is rolling out some cleaner, greener buses today. You'll notice they look a little bit different. For starters, the fuel tank sits on the roof. These buses run on compressed natural gas. Kota says the CNG buses cost less to fuel and put out less pollution. Riders will also notice they run much quieter. Everything else, though, is the same.
How the bus runs, how they enter, how they exit, how they pay the fare, all of that is the same. What really is the big difference with our CNG buses are the engines and how they're fueled. Instead of traditional diesel gasoline, these are powered by natural gas.
Federal grants helped pay for the buses that cost about $470,000 apiece. Kota expects to save more than $20,000 a year in fuel for each bus. Several Kota service changes are taking effect today, increasing the frequency on some routes and changing some arrival times. That includes more trips to the Columbus Zoo beginning May 11th. For a complete rundown of all of the changes, log on to 10tv.com/traffic and click on Kota bus routes and schedules.
If you ride a Kota bus, you may notice that new bus smell. Kota rolled out 30 new ones that run on compressed natural gas. And as the diesel buses reach their age limit, Kota will slowly replace the entire fleet with these new CNG buses. So far, drivers have noticed a smoother ride, but the biggest advantage of all, fuel saving. Each CNG bus will save more than $20,000 a year compared to the diesel buses.
What passengers will notice is that they are a lot quieter. There's also, with the emissions, they may not have that smell that you're used to as far as diesel.
And the biggest, we've said again, fuel savings. They're going to save a lot of money, and I'm sure that over the long run, it'll save the environment a bit as well. Well, Fox 28 is...
They're more comfortable, they're quieter, they're more efficient.
New tonight at 6, quiet, not usually one of the words people downtown would associate with a bus.
The Central Ohio Transit Authority, or COTA, is changing that thinking with a new fleet of cleaner, quieter buses. Tonight, NBC4's David Mazza is live in downtown with more on the money-saving changes. This is fascinating, Dave.
Yeah, it really is. You know, I've been out here for a little while this afternoon and this evening checking out these buses. And if you've been around for a little while today, you've seen a lot of buses. And if you notice the new buses, they are the gray colored ones that have 2 long humps down the top of them. Those are actually the fuel storage tanks for these new buses. We don't see any of them yet here in the picture, but those are a couple of the small advantages. Also the noise, like we were talking about. These buses are a lot quieter, and that's just a couple of key benefits of them. The new green member of the COTA fleet is here, the CNG, or the compressed natural gas bus. The buses operate much like standard diesel buses, but with different fuel, and they are the future of the COTA fleet.
Compressed natural gas burns cleaner. It's a more efficient fuel, has a cleaner exhaust. And the fact that it costs 1/4 the amount of diesel fuel, it just seemed like the smart way to go.
We are all looking to save a few cents at the pump, too. Now imagine spending $9.3 million on fuel like COTA did last year. That 75% savings a CNG bus provides would mean a drop of almost $7 million a year with a full fleet.
So you won't have that diesel smell, and it's quieter as it goes by. It'll be a quieter experience for the passengers. So not only is there a cost savings for the taxpayer, but for the rider, for those who are around, and all of the community, there's an environmental benefit and there's a noise benefit.
Riders we spoke to seem to enjoy the new buses.
It's pretty much the same, you know, rides a little smoother, you know, it's not so loud.
I think it's great. It's great for the environment, it's great for the riders, and it's, you know, it's convenient. It's convenient for everybody, the taxpayers, you know, the customers.
The new CNG bus does cost about $470,000, or about $39,000 more than the standard diesel bus. But that added cost is offset with a federal Clean Fuels grant. Now, there have been additional costs with the new buses, like upgrades to the McKinley Avenue facility for refueling. Now, COTA does plan to roll out these buses, about 30 per year. They're waiting till the old buses are ready for retirement. So the total plan will take about 12 years to complete. And if you're wondering, I did get a chance to go on one of those new buses today, and it does have that new bus smell. Live in downtown Columbus, David Mazza, NBC4.